and we sync it right now. Hi. This isn't my normal video. I know usually I'm just voiceovering and editing behind the PC. I've been wanting to get in front of the camera more, and on top of that, I'm about to hit 1,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane, and I don't know where everyone came from, to be honest with you. I know one of my videos is kind of shot up in views, and a lot of people followed from there, and you know, I'm getting a lot of comments saying, you're still at 1,000 subscribers? You put a lot of effort in the videos. To that, I say, thank you. I'm glad you guys find my content of high quality. I still feel like there's a lot more that I can do to maybe, you know, make it a little bit better. But to everyone that's supporting me so far, I appreciate you very much. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe, and join the Discord. Maybe. So recently I managed to get myself a free pair of Joycons, and by recently I mean like a couple months ago. I think I should have made this video a while back, but I forgot to. And it wasn't these controllers either, because these are my old Joycons, and these have the worst drift I've ever experienced on a Switch, honestly. They're so bad. The controllers I am talking about though are these babies. Woo-wee! I managed to get myself these special edition Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword blue Joy-Cons, all for just $0. And I know what you're thinking. There's absolutely no way this guy got them for free. He must have stolen them. And to that, I will say, no, I didn't. Technically, I just got lucky with the situation that I was put in. And this isn't a tutorial on how to get free Joy-Cons from Nintendo, because honestly, all of this was just a total mistake, and I just got really lucky with the situation I was put in. So there I was, playing the original Animal Crossing for the GameCube on my Wii, when I remembered that if I actually had the Game Link cable for the Game Boy Advance, then I'd be able to hitch a ride with Cap'n and be able to go on this glorious island and be able to actually meet a new villager. The only issue with that was that I actually never had the Game Link cable for the Game Boy Advance for the GameCube as a kid. So there I was, off to Mercari, one of my favorite marketplace apps on the internet, I guess, to see who was going to be selling one of these Game Link cables. Sure enough, I managed to find a seller in my area that was actually selling it through local shipping. And for anyone that doesn't know, Mercari is very anal about things being done through their system. So every transaction, every message, every selling, every link, everything has to be done through Mercari, or else they will literally get an admin to delete your messages trying to get in contact with this person that isn't having to do with the sale. Literally, you can't even ask if someone in your area has a brick and mortar store that you could go and buy from. And I only know this because I found out about it that way. Anyways, when you order through local shipping on Mercari, it's treated in the way that Uber Eats or DoorDash actually handles their deliveries. Meaning that you order the item, someone else goes over to their house, they pick it up, and they drive it all the way back to your house so that you can get the item. Oh, and I was just eager to meet Cap'n. I wanted to get on that boat. I wanted to hear the sea shanties. So I did what any other logical adult would do, and I spent $8 for the local shipping because I wanted it that day. The only issue with that is that it said it was going to be arriving tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. an hour before I had to go to work. I couldn't do much at this point besides wait, so I carried on with my day. The next morning comes, and I honestly forgot that I ordered this Game Link cable until I got the notification that finally someone had delivered the package. So I ran to my door, I opened the door, and I looked down, and I noticed that there were 2 packages. One had my name on it, and the other one had somebody else's name on it. Of course, I had to tell the seller what was going on because someone else bought this item, but I had to go to work. So I waited till I got home from work and I messaged the seller, and it didn't take long for them to understand what had happened, and pretty much the driver just dropped off 2 packages at my house and it should have gone to somebody else's house, which I don't even understand, because if you're doing it through the app and you have like locations that you have to drop off at, how did this guy drop off 2 packages at my house with 2 different names on it. I don't know. Don't you have to like confirm the order or complete it as well? That's what I don't get. I don't get it. I don't know. So after days of trying to get in contact with Mercari, because I was literally trying to email them, but for whatever reason they just wouldn't get through, the seller actually messaged me and said, hey, Mercari wants you to create a return form so that you can send the item back to me. I had no issue with this. I didn't pay for this item, so I tried doing that. I kept getting error messages whenever I would try to send a package that wasn't mine. And it sounds fishy. I know it does, but I had no reason to keep this item. I had no idea what it was, to be honest with you. So I just kept in touch with the seller and nothing was going on with Mercari. So after a couple days of error messages and error messages and error messages, I literally just told the seller, hey, if you want to come to my house and come pick up the item, we're in the same city, why would it be an issue, you know? But once again, Mercari was being piggish with how they do their things, and they would delete all my messages that I tried giving to the seller to try and come pick up the item. Literally. Literally. So at this point, I just said screw it, and I waited for the seller to tell me something that Mercari would want me to do, because for whatever reason, even when I tried emailing them, I got a robot message saying that I had to create the return form. But the main issue with this was that the package had no tracking information on it. It was literally just the name. And because of this very rare mistake, I had no reason to blame the seller for anything that was going on. I actually felt bad that this guy was kind of losing out on his money. I was being truthful, I was trying to cooperate with trying to get this stuff back to the seller, but Mercari just did not cooperate back for whatever reason. I don't know, it was weird. So after a little bit of time, I just told the seller, hey, let me know if anything else comes up, you know, we'll be good to go. Until finally, I got the glorious message from the seller that said, hello. So Mercari finally resolved the issue by just releasing the funds to me and sending the original buyer the refund. So at this point, I was at least glad that the buyer and the seller both got their refund for the package. But once again, I was still worried about the package because I didn't want to be flagged as like a thief or something on Mercari. So I asked the seller about the package. When they told me, you can keep it. I opened the package up so fast because obviously it's a free item. And 2, it had been just sitting there in my house, still packaged up, ready to go. And I opened it up to the glorious, beautiful Skyward Sword Joycons. I was pretty ecstatic to say the least. So there was no more drift in my controllers, and I had some pretty snazzy gear to deck out on my Switch. I think in the end, everyone got what they wanted. Well, except the buyer. Oops. They got their money back, I got my free Joy-Cons, and you should subscribe to the video. Oh yeah, and the Game Link cable I ordered, it wasn't even the right one. I ordered the wrong one.